Oh no. Anywho, hey, welcome. PCs, games, and more. Today's more is Conan. Why Conan? Because the Ever Vivacious One said we had to watch Conan and talk about it. Hence the horns, the warhammer, and the battle axe. Speaking of the battle axe, here's
Hello.
the Ever Vivacious One, your battle axe.
Oh, sorry.
Now,
I was aiming for the horn.
Excuse me while I get my drinking horn. Perfect. Anyways,
Welcome.
welcome.
To Tuesday night. Welcome.
Tuesday. Do you got your drink?
Somewhere, my petite, tiny.
Pink.
I'm digging it the most.
By the scales of Set, that is tasty. Anyways, Conan. You wish to speak about Conan.
I do.
What do you wish to speak
I figured that I have a lot of hair tonight, BC. I
of?
figured
You have a lot of hair all the time, girl.
that not everywhere. That
Touche.
there is a real subgenre of video games and comic books, specifically for Conan, and
Oh yes, there was Conan for
that
the
he
Commodore
deserves
64.
his own show. So, and plus we are overrunning this house with Conan the Barbarian.
Okay, that is kind of true. I was looking for the further chronicles of Conan. I was going to be reading that when we started off. And instead I found a whole other box of Savage Sword of Conan, issues 72 through like
It doesn't
120.
matter, which is awesome.
Oops.
Love Savage Sword, which is older than this. That's
Yes, that's from, some of those are from like the 70s. Like
Okay.
70, early 80s?
so all the other.
No. The original Conan the Barbarian, the small comic, is older.
Okay.
Wait, I got that backwards? Don't lose that.
Our sponsor tonight.
Sponsor tonight, brought to you by Hazelnut Snickers.
I have been gifted, and I am really excited to try. It's apparently in a fun size, so there's two in here. I don't have to eat this
It's
whole
not a
thing.
fun size. That's technically king size because there's
It's
two of them.
giant. So it's two babies, actually. It's not one king, it's two babies, which is good. So that's what I'm going to be indulging on as we talk about Conan.
I'm going to be indulging on some more grog myself.
And that's why we do it here in the studio, so we're not drinking and driving. If I could ever get this candy bar open.
I would say, do you need some help?
BC,
I'm not drinking much. I'm just saying.
For schminking. Over the years, I have helped procure quite a bit of this Conan stuff without really knowing.
That's why I got doubles, triples,
Yes.
quads.
Yes. So
Wait, what's five? Because I got a couple that are
quintuple.
five. Quintuples?
Quintuplets? Oh.
Quintuple?
Well, tell me what number to stop buying. If I see it, I buy it. So.
Only if it's cheap. You know my rule.
Well.
Some of these are worth, $5 to $30, but not the Ever Vivacious price. The Ever Vivacious price, 25 cents
True.
for the most part.
True. I'll do $1. I will not do $2.
Anywho, since you made mention of this,
Yes.
I
yes.
figured we'd go with my personal favorite subsection of the books.
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
True. So I'm going with the Lancer Ace paperbacks.
Ah.
Initial run, 1966 to 1977. How many books were there in that series?
Nice.
Wait, I can double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 books. 12 books. Now here's the problem that messes up a lot of people. You're actually better off getting the reprints because then they're actually numbered in the proper order. Because, okay, here we go, case in point. Book 1, Conan, 1967. The next book in the series, for it to be in order of the story-wise, 1969. The third book, 1968. So that actually came out before, and in fact, Conan the Adventurer came out before the first one in the series. So, yeah.
I need to drink upon hearing all that.
Yeah.
Okay, now, unfortunately,
Yes.
for those who love the genre, the creator of Conan has long since gone to Crom.
We'll just say Valhalla.
Valhalla. Okay. All right. Sorry.
He's sitting at the table
In Crom.
with
Okay.
Crom.
All right.
Crom's the
Who
god.
is in
He's
Valhalla.
not the place. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll just go with that. Let's make this simple for Miss A.
But
He's sitting in the beer hall with Crom.
Haas? No, that would be German. Okay, so but when did he pass away? Before 1966.
Oh, way before.
So he passed away in the 50s.
Well, here, let me explain. Because like here you go, like the first book, Conan, by Robert E. Howard, L. Sprague de Camp, and Lynn Carter. Howard already had written the book,
Correct.
but most of his stories were actually in the old pulp magazines.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like, here's a portion of the story, here's the portion of the story, here's the portion of the story. So to finish fleshing it out and stuff after his passing, you had L. Sprague de Camp and Lynn Carter came in and said, in this vein, what can we do to make this go?
Okay.
So a lot of these were all like that. And then you have a few, though, that are straight up nothing but, Robert E. Howard. It's a full story. That'd be like...
That he didn't. No one needed to.
No, it's like, here it is. It's
out.
coming out.
Well, it's too bad that he, had to be with Crom before he was, not here to see all of this.
He offed himself. That's all there is to it. He offed
really
himself.
impressive.
Okay, he was really upset when his mother died, and he offed himself.
I would be too.
So
I don't blame him one bit.
But like, yeah. So.
All right. Well, then start with some of these paper books now. This is
what I'm gonna.
from
This is what
the
I'm saying.
private collection.
Yeah. Because like here, let me show you what I mean here. Because like, okay. See, this is Conan of the Isles. What does that say on it?
Number 6.
Number 6.
The Elder Dark. It's his most fantastic adventure.
However, if you go Conan of the Isles, when they later put it into the Lancer and stuff, issue 12.
Oh.
Conan of the Isles. Because the initial run did not go in the proper order per se, but if you put them in the proper order, Conan of the Isles is actually
and you read
the
both of
last
these.
book. Oh yeah, they're the same exact book, same exact story,
Oh, okay.
same exact story.
Which is good.
You see, like right there, L. Sprague de Camp, Lynn Carter.
Correct.
L. Sprague de Camp, Lynn Carter.
Correct.
So yeah, but that's just how it goes.
Plus, if you have both copies, then you have both of the versions of cover art.
True. Oh, what did I do with
Which
that?
is never a bad thing.
I just had with me before we started.
It's the thing you were reading?
No.
What's happening?
I don't know where I sat it down. I sat my copy of Conan and the Mysteries of Time for the NES. I don't know where it is, people. I literally just had it in my hand.
It's in a mystery in time, apparently.
True.
You probably walked it out to the
I don't know.
beer locker when you went to go get your grog.
I don't know what you're talking about. You trying to say I can't remember where I put stuff because of some liquid?
Hey, you know where to put it. Don't.
Don't what?
Don't.
Don't what?
Now drink. This is not a political show.
What are you talking about?
Thank you.
What was I doing?
You grabbed it with 2 hands. Anyway, so
What?
some of these copies that you have, you only have 1 copy.
I'm trying to figure out what that was.
Drink your stupid grog.
Alright, I'm gonna have to, that's a head scratcher right now, people.
Don't
It'll probably
use 2 hands to take a drink out of a bottle, BC.
This is a
not
growler.
political show.
This is a growler, not a bottle. Anywho, it only holds about half a gallon, so we're all good. Okay.
Indeed. All right, quit chugging like a maniac and talk here.
I'm sorry, I was thirsty.
No, you're not. Could you at least blow it that way before you talk and infect this whole room with stench? Was that...
So anyways.
That was not even Conan-esque, if you really want to get down to it.
Well, no, he'd be drinking weak wine and shit because they didn't know how to make it back then in Hyboria.
He never drank beer?
Yes, he drank beer. He drank a lot of wine, though, too. He drank a lot of shitty wine. He drank a lot of crappy beer. He drank a lot of mead.
Yes, mead. That's what I was expecting that he only drank. So he was a romantic. He drank wine. That's good to know.
Mostly because it had higher alcohol content.
That's the stuff I read from Conan. He's, adventuring. No, not necessarily sitting down and...
Quaffing. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the first
this
one
is number
in the
one.
series. Yes,
Okay.
this is number one. See, Robert D. Howard, Outbreak the Camp, Lynn Carter. Boom. There it is.
So this is where...
This is where the beginning of Conan starts.
Okay.
It's like, here, just...
At long last!
Long
In
last.
print!
If you really want, you can read that here from the Nemedian Chronicles.
Quietly, silently to myself.
If you want, you might understand more about the
I would butcher, wow.
that is
I would...
Conan.
I know Stygia, Cimmerian.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this book? Sweet. So is this
200
the only...
some odd pages.
That's nice. This is the only copy you have?
No. I got probably 3-4 copies.
Would you be willing to sell it?
I didn't think we were talking about selling stuff tonight. I thought the day was just a day to reminisce and carry on about Almighty Conan. Why are you trying to sell my Conan out?
He has muscles upon muscles.
Hence
I can
Conan.
appreciate. He is the Superman, or super barbarian rather, into whom the prolific Robert Irwin Howard was best able to inject his furious dreams of danger and power and unending adventure. I didn't know his middle name was Irwin. That's cool.
Steve Irwin.
Unending adventure.
True.
So this is number 2.
Number 2, Conan of Cimmeria. A lot of people think this is actually the first book, but it's not.
So this was in summer and that's in winter because now he's got a hat because it's cold.
No, he's in the north. It's always cold.
Oh, he
there.
traveled. True.
Yeah,
Okay.
but some of these have a map.
Ooh. Oh, like this? Yes.
Yeah. There you go. See, here, I'll show you where he's at in this one here.
So he starts here, I am
He's
assuming.
there. He's up in Anaheim. They're the ones that are actually more closely related to, like the Norse gods in the world of Hyberia and whatnot, what have you.
Kind of
Okay.
has a bit of a
Oh,
African
well, no.
continental shape to that.
No, you can't see the whole map. If you see the whole map that they actually have created for Hyboria.
Only because there's Iranistan
Yeah.
right in there. And
Yeah.
Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm. And then you get past like Kushan, and it just becomes the Black Kingdoms and stuff like that. Because once you get so far south, it's like people didn't know because they hadn't explored the area.
True.
And like Kiet is like, Japan, China.
So in his world, he's one of the few globetrotters.
True.
Yes.
Yes. He was known throughout the Hyborian land
Oh.
and beyond.
Did he start out young? Like,
Yeah, like 18, 19.
this is... Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're
That
going
makes
from
it
the
realistic.
movies.
I appreciate that.
Don't go by the movies. Please don't go by the movies. He was not pushing the wheel, okay?
Pushing a wheel?
Didn't you ever watch the movies? Never watched the movies?
God bless. Okay.
James Earl Jones, Tulsa Doom, who was not one of Conan's enemies. That was King Call's enemy, Tulsa Doom.
Okay.
Conan's enemy was Thothamon.
If the movies greatly upset you, as they have greatly upset BC, leave a comment in the comments below. Fantastic. Okay, moving on.
We'll go with number 3.
Good choice. Okay, now that's one
Conan.
we just saw, the freebooter.
The freebooter, yes. I sat there, I threw those up so you could like see the differences in between.
As opposed to a freeloader.
Yeah, because as you can see, I got multiple copies of a lot of these. So, it'd be what it be.
Here's Conan at his brawniest. If you thought number 1 and number 2 were brawny.
Well, he just
Number
chopped an
3.
arm off of a freaking gorilla. I mean,
Oh, true. That is quite
and
a
that's
violent.
a giant gorilla
That should be
too.
a banned cover. That's kind of violent for children.
Well, no. The problem is,
Was this rated NC-17 or something?
no, this is back in the day when people actually had gumption and didn't need somebody to tell them, "Oh my goodness, there might be something here that's going to scare you. Oh, you might be offended."
When did you first start reading Conan?
8, 9, 10, somewhere around there.
Whew. Wow.
Yeah, Savage Sword has some good animation. Wasn't really animation, it's
Oh.
artwork, you know what I'm talking about, but Oh yeah. There's some oh, that's a pretty good cool cover. Whoa, not on my foot.
Let me see if I can find me some
Titties.
animation going on.
Oh, this
I'm
is
not
oh,
detecting a gigantic
Oh.
overload of hazelnut
oh,
in this
good
candy bar.
good call right there. Issue 74.
I just have to say
One
that.
of my personal favorite artworks.
Mm.
I believe Jusco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't remember it was 1981, but
Yeah, he's got the Stallone veins popping.
Stallone, Schwarzenegger, you mean?
No, Stallone. I suppose Schwarzenegger has veins in his arms too.
His bigger veins
Goyle.
in the world.
It's true, I bet they are
That's
bigger.
all you'll ever let me be. Here we go. See? Conan, the adventurer. The mightiest of warriors is he. Who remembers the cartoon?
He was like a demon out of a myth.
Out of the farm.
This has been well loved, by the way.
Yeah, that one's starting to fall apart. Good thing I got like 3 copies.
Number 4 is definitely a
Yeah.
well-loved copy there.
But it's like there's no thing. I mean, we could literally talk for an hour easily on each and every one of these books.
What the heck
That's
is-
some good artwork
What the
right
heck
there.
is this thing? What's this?
Hold on. I gotta take a look so I can.
It's
double check.
some kind of demon.
Oh.
The little cups are getting blazed to the fire.
All right, hold on. You want some good artwork?
Oh, I got it.
No. Issue 144, Conan the Barbarian.
Unfortunately, whoa! He's
The
looking very
Savage
happy.
Sword.
Unfortunately, the inside of the soul completely black and white. He's gonna cop a feel right there.
Yeah. Telling you people, check out that artwork.
So in the
By the
barbaric
way-
Hyborian age,
By the way,
She had
Jusco again. Jusco again.
poppin'
Or is it
eyeshadow.
Jusco?
Just wanted to let you know that.
They had makeup back then. You do know that. Ancient Egyptians used makeup. You
She's
do know
like, why
that,
don't
right?
we get out of here? Yes. And since this was January, you were like, Happy New Year to me.
I was gonna say birthday. I don't know how old I am, but I was born in the summer.
But that was a different. This
this one's
that's a
Jusco.
different
No, Savage Sword.
series.
No, the Savage Sword of Conan. That's issue.
Oh,
86.
86. Wow, that
Not all
really.
of them are by the same artist. It's like, This is, by the way, this particular comic does have a great story in it. No, seriously. No, look, The Waiting Doom. It's awesome.
To cross the Gross skulls on
If
foot
I remember right, this is the one that actually
would
has
be
werewolves
sheer
in
madness
it.
for almost any man.
If I remember right, there might be. Wait, is this the one with werewolves?
But Conan of Samaria is not any man.
I say, come here, girl. I was reading the next line from the other page.
Don't read over my shoulder.
Too late.
Number 5.
Number 5 in the series of the books. Okay, now this one here, I've switched to a later release of the Ace series. The Ace Lancers. Because I like this artwork better than what was on the other cover.
Oh, yes, because
You know,
in this one he's
Standing
like a
on
bone pile.
Yeah, that he has destroyed.
and she's clinging to his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
begging desperately for something to
Yeah,
wrap up in.
like, check out. I mean, look at that. See the skull
She's
in the
cool.
background.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like all the stuff around it. I mean, it's just awesome artwork. The adventurer. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Again, it makes me sad because I wish that Robert E. Howard could have
Yeah,
even
The
just seen
Adventurer.
some of this.
Oh my goodness! By the way, I sat
Imagine
there
what
and
he
I
could
said
have been
number four.
inspired because
Number 4,
of.
I was saying the adventurer. It's the Wanderer. I'm sorry.
He's the Wanderer. I can't believe that.
And then we start getting into some good stuff. We got Conan the Buccaneer. Very excellent. You gotta check out the kitty cat.
Happy Cats Giving today, by the way.
Meow.
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 Very
Yeah.
hep here on BC's show.
I have no idea what she's talking
She's-
about.
She's running from a giant pussy. See him in the background. I've had that nightmare.
What, the giant cat trying to get you? Yeah, I've had weird dreams of the giant pussy trying to get me.
All right, so this is number 5 you're on.
Yes, the Buccaneer.
The Buccaneer. Okay.
Yes. Pretty good. Artwork's pretty decent. It's like you were talking about popping veins and the fuse sticking out.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, that's a badass one.
Whoa!
Yeah. Back before people sat there and was like, I'm so offended. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, my goodness.
I'm assuming he's protecting her because she's passed out. So I highly doubt he'd wait for her to pass out and then think about slitting her throat.
Hey, check out the helmet.
Yeah. His are moved forward, yes.
No problem.
I don't think it'll.
I got it.
Yeah,
I
I don't
it.
think it'll go forward.
You guys probably won't be able to see him. I don't know.
I'll
how
show
well
you the other
camera's
side while
set.
he's adjusting his crown.
Oh.
Yeah, see, his point a little, but they
They even got the black tips.
They have the black tip. Now you have to grit your teeth. Don't bug your eyes out like you're being electrocuted.
I'm sorry, it was electric.
It's electric.
But anyways. So that was the Buccaneer. What was the next one we had? Oh yes.
Number 7.
I'm
You don't
going
need to know the
through.
name. We're on a number.
Yeah, I know. We have
Savonia!
Conan the Warrior.
The lustiest adventurer in the world.
Yeah, now this one here, this is pretty cool though. Now here's the thing though. Let me see. Are we on to the ones where it's like some of the books they actually have different titles? Oh, Red Nails. Oh, that's adapted into some of these Savage Sword stories. That Red Nails story that's thrown into this Conan the Warrior. This is like 3 stories in this book.
Correct.
Red Nails has been adapted into the Savage Sword. Beyond the Black River, that's actually been made into a whole giant book all of its own, if I remember right.
Okay.
The Jewels of Golar, I'm not 100% positive on. Yeah, the Golden Women. That's some gold prime.
Are these in... Okay. So that
Yeah.
was 90. This is 99.
Yeah. 99 in issue 100,
She's
baby.
not really impressed. But Conan is about to wig out here.
Well, that's because she
Yeah,
set him up.
Had a little too much grog, and he's just like, I'm sorry, what?
She set him up. Okay. She lured him there and then brought forth the demon.
I
So,
love his,
He was all nice, hot
I love
and
his
bothered.
giant curved sword in that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So anyways, Conan the Warrior. I like the artwork on here. As you can see here, he's fighting a bunch of Picts.
Yes.
Boom, fighting the Picts. Because, well, somebody's got to do it, man. I mean, what else is there to say there? You got to fight the Picts. You got to get rid of them. They're crazy people. But anyway, let's see. That was... Ah, here we go. Now we start getting into Conan's later life. Now this cover here has actually been redone numerous times in slightly different variations by several different artists, where Conan's chained up and there's a giant snake that's there to kill him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Conan the Usurper. Now there's several stories in here. It's actually pretty cool. And then like one of the stories is actually originally a story from King Call, or Call the Conqueror, depending on
The
the
gigantic barbarian.
Well, back at that time, he was would have been considered a giant. He was approximately 6'4", 6'5", going from the writings. What? And he hates snakes. But anyways, right here, the Phoenix on the sword. That's actually a story Robert E. Howard wrote actually for his other character he created, Call, and it actually was adapted by El Sprague de Camp into a Conan story because reasons.
I see.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just how it goes sometimes. So, anyways, now we start getting into the interesting ones here. At least interesting to me.
Aren't you on number 8?
Yes, I am, but this is from a whole different series, and in the other series, it was number 5.
Okay.
That's what I'm showing. That's why I picked this one, to show you that it's like, hey, make sure you pick the series. If you actually know the order they're in, it doesn't matter. You can grab them and read them in the proper order. Let's get realistic. It doesn't matter which order you read them in. They're Conan. They're awesome. You're going to love them. If you don't...
And it's the axe for you! No? The blunt end of the axe?
The Hanuman Stones. What's wrong with you, woman?
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. You also got the goddess, the Keto. That's one of the other quotes.
Oh, she's the hot one?
Well, kind of. That's one of the ones you'll see periodically throughout these. It's kind of funny, some of the quotes that Conan has, like the Keto, by the Keto's tits, and stuff like that. It's like hilarious. But anyways, Conan the Conqueror. You'll also sometimes see that book. If you find it with the other title, it's actually kind of hard to find, but it's actually sometimes called The Hour of the Dragon.
And we don't have that?
I do not.
I'll have to look for it.
I don't know.
Howard's words rang like strokes of brazen sledges on the anvil of some war god's smithy. People do not write blurbs like that anymore, people. That's what I really like about, because it's all out fantasy and it's very over the top, but
it's not really over the top.
It's in
the vein of what you're reading.
In the vein of what you're reading,
it's not over the top.
It's perfectly aligned with everything
easy
that
with my artwork.
they're shooting for, and so
True.
it totally works. If you were in any other genre trying to do that, it would just
I mean,
ring hollow and fall flat. But for this, it definitely works.
So here we have another one
95 cents.
Yep, that's from How old's that? Because this here's $2.50.
$2.50.
This one was a $2.50.
Who's paying $2.50?
Well, yeah, but this is number 10, Conan the Avenger. And this is how you can tell it's a whole other series. Check this out. Nothing on the back. Just the same artwork from the front.
Oh, just that woman.
Mm-hmm.
That woman.
Woman getting ready to be sacrificed, and Conan's there to
Yeah,
save
there is
her.
no...
Yeah, I mean, it's like, even Conan's lightning quickness failed to avoid the monstrous white form that suddenly hurtled upon him from above.
Ugh.
Will he survive? You have to read the book to find out.
I hope he does.
What's wrong with you trying to sit there and have me tell the story, do you? Get out of here.
Next week, join us for a dramatic reading from BC about Conan the Usurper.
By the way, Conan the Avenger, that's sometimes also known as The Return of Conan. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that.
Okay.
And this one here, a little beat up. I got a couple more copies, but I really like the artwork on this one. Conan as he's old, and there's his son Khan.
Aww.
Also known as Conan Jr., but everyone always just called him Khan. C-O-N-N.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So that he's kind of a junior, and yet he has his own name.
Yeah. But there's Conan where he's finally started sporting a beard because he's now, the king of Aquilania. It's like, anyone who knows Conan knows what I'm talking about. If you don't, well...
This dragon is
it.
pretty fierce looking here, by the way.
Well, that's a wyvern, but, whatever.
Oh, 4 toes, I'm sorry.
No, only 2 legs. There's no back legs.
Oh.
So it's a wyvern.
Good to know.
Yeah. Sorry, let's keep it accurate, okay?
Back to what I know.
Boobies.
I'll just stick with this box over here.
Boobies, they're all good.
Oh, help me.
Okay, now this one here, this is when Conan's in like his 70s.
Already?
Yeah.
So the
This
the
is
previous
like
book,
a whole
his
life.
whole life.
His whole life.
Okay.
All the other books that came out
How was
later
that?
from
Wow.
like during the 80s, like the tour
He
series.
just had a little kid, and now he's a grandpa. Like, wow.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But it's like, and it's crazy because like when you read through this, it's like a reimagining of what if like Conan sailed across the seas because
Yes.
his queen has died.
Yes.
He's
And
sad
He
and-
was sad. I read that one.
Yeah.
Fan-
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
But it's so awesome because then he's like fighting like the Aztecs and stuff. Well, the precursors to the Aztecs, you know, with their pretty much,
She died.
yeah, you know, pretty much their death cult, you know, where it's like, hi, we need to sacrifice 10,000 people today because we have to please the gods, you know, and whatnot. But anyways, pretty damn sweet. Can't speak their language or anything. 70 plus years old, still hooks up with a hottie. That's what I'm talking about. Why? Because he's Conan. Reminds me of my grandpa. That's what I'm talking about. God rest his soul. 70 plus years old. You know,
Don't. Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
going to tell that story.
No.
But it's awesome.
We love you, Grandpa.
It's awesome.
We love you, Grandpa.
My grandpa's awesome.
It was a very good. I loved.
Yes.
I enjoy Conan, but from what I read in the later life, I found very.
Oh yeah, I mean that was an
Awesome.
entirely different dynamic to the story too. It was like the waning years
And yet
the way
still
they
very
ended.
interesting,
Yes.
very compelling.
Yes, and the way that
People's
they
lives
ended the
don't end
story.
when they're 35.
No, the way
don't
well
stop
back
having
then,
adventures.
you know, but the way it ended though, it was also left with like kind of a cliffhanger. You don't know if he continued on. They actually had a whole comic series though of him going to the Isles and whatever.
As well, they should have.
What was that one called?
You totally could make a whole
Instead
series
of the
out of that.
Savage Sword of Conan, it was something like Conan
Oh.
the Savage. Something like that. I can't remember. But it was like stories of like, yeah. He went to the New World, so he fought the Aztecs. Then he traveled north, and then he was fighting, you know, Indians. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Native Americans. And Inuit. And whatnot. That's a pretty badass cover, too. Looks like we has Red Sonja there. But now we're going to go on to the tour series. And this was actually the first. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's not Red Sonja. That's Valeria.
No, she's angry. Did we get all through all 12?
That's all 12.
Oh.
That's all 12.
Okay. Yeah, see,
Like
when you
I
jump
said,
around,
You have
then
to
I'm
jump
thrown,
around.
but yes,
But
that
no,
tells the, yes.
No, there's no thing, because otherwise, literally, we could spend an hour, 2 hours.
Because you
each
definitely
book.
need the old in chronological order. Oh.
Yeah. I
So
just
now
wanted to
these
go
are-
through and show it's like, hey, just because you find the book and it's like, wait, I thought there was 12 issues of this. There are 12 series, 12 books in the series. But you might find like Conan of the Isles will be book 12. Or you might find it, wait, why is this number 6? That's why I showed that where it's like, hey, see, this is number 6. Technically, it's the last one in the series. You can read them in any order you want
True.
because they're all...
And they're all awesome,
Yeah.
yes, on their own.
Now, let me show you the very first Conan book I ever purchased.
Aww.
That's right. By Roland Green.
Okay.
I personally like his writing a lot better than most of the other people, with the exception of probably Robert Jordan. You know, okay, anyone that Wheel of Time series, okay, awesome series. We could do a whole
Go ahead.
shit 3
I'll take
hours
the-
on
I'll
the
take
first book of that. Holy criminies. Dang.
I'll take the night off there. I have
You know, Rand Althorn
not read
and all
one
that
word
jazz.
other than the Wheel of Time, the word on the
There's the
cover.
wheel in the
But now
time.
this is the remake of the
No,
giant snake picture
Kind of.
that we just saw. Yes.
Yeah. But, you know, what's interesting, you know, it's like the way the whole Conan universe, when Tor took it over, pretty much was like, hey, here's a bunch of authors, we want you to write, you're writing about Conan. Now you have to make sure that when you write the story, though, that it falls in line with what the other authors are also writing. So, like, this one's from Leonard Carpenter, Conan the Hero. There actually is a proper order to read even all these books. By the way, in the Tor series, there's like over, what is it, 50?
Really?
50? I have
Start asking Santa.
35, 40 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, something like
Really?
that.
Oh, well, we're doing
Yeah.
good. I know it's a full bookshelf up there. We can't bring them all down, but
No, no.
again,
no,
if I
no,
just
no.
see it, I just grab it. I'll
Speaking of which,
figure it out later.
like I was complaining about the movies.
If you have the whole tour series, I need
Yeah.
to see your picture. Post
Yeah.
a picture. I need to see that.
Speaking, you remember I was saying, oh gosh, the
Oh,
movies,
yes, here,
the
now.
movies. Here's Robert Jordan, his adaptation of Conan the Destroyer. The book's a lot better than the movie, people. Sorry, it just is.
It's usually. I don't know. I'm hard pressed to find the opposite to be true.
The movie, The Relic. The movie is better than the book.
Well,
there, I
okay,
said it.
There. All right.
But there we go. There's just 3 of those. And also to go along with this, because it's Conan, which means Robert E. Howard, I decided to grab a handful of other books that are interesting to me, because like here, we'll go with the first one. That's Flame Winds. Now leave that on there. Don't try to peel it off. So you get like right here, a Norvell, W. Page, heroic fantasy in the great Conan tradition.
Yeah, there you go. Put Conan on the front so people will buy it. It has nothing to do with Conan. It's totally.
Oh no! That's the interesting thing. This story has been rewritten with Conan as the main character as well. A lot of the stories that Robert E. Howard and stuff did later on, other people like L. Sprague de Camp, Lynn Carter, what have you, rewrote some of the stories with it being a story with Conan being the hero. There's actually, they did it with Savage Sword, the comic did it, or graphic novel if you prefer. I don't read comic books, I read graphic novels. No, you're reading a comic book.
Wow,
I read them.
original copyright 1939.
Mm-hmm. That's right, that's what I'm talking about. Damn.
Copyright. This one's 1967
Mm-hmm.
copy. Actually, this is a Berkeley edition, September 1978. So
Yeah. So like you were saying though, throw Conan on it so people
there's
will
2
buy
more
it.
versions of this that I need
Yeah.
to go find and buy.
Like you were saying though, throw Conan
Just
on it
put
so people
Conan,
will buy
yeah.
it. Conan the
It'll-
Barbarian,
Oh,
Robert
there's
E.
a Conan
Howard.
book. Right.
But the actual title of this one is Almeric. It's pretty good though. But this is actually kind of, really crazy, this particular one. Because, like, literally, they actually are telling you, it's like, hey, get ready for this. It's Interplanetary Epic of the Sword and Sorcery.
Oh.
Interplanetary.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty wild, man. But, I really dig it. Dig it. All right, I need another sweet.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm getting a little parched.
Let's have some grog and calm down there for a second. Yes, if you are into the novels or the comics, I would love to see your collection because I got boxes surrounding me here.
And I'm glad to have this one. It's the first time it was ever in paperback. Introducing Cormac MacArt, the most colorful Robert E. Howard character since
Conan. Yeah, put Conan on the cover.
This is pretty badass, though. This is another one, Cormac MacArt, descendant of other warriors from the time-forgotten lands of Atlantis and Cimmeria, molded in the tradition of Conan and Call, lusty, savage,
Ooh.
adventuresome. Cormac, known as Anculum, the Wolf, is a renegade and a pirate whose character was forged from the same cold steel as his relentless sword, roaming the seas of King Arthur's Britain with his comrade in arms, the Viking Wolhir, the Skull Splitter. Yeah, Cormac's battles with men and monarchs scale new heights in the fantasy kingdom of Robert E. Howard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Cormac.
appreciate that he's lusty.
Oh, dude, let me tell you. Cormac MacArt, those are some really good stories. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, here we go. Look, it's so good I brought another one down. Dang, are those popping out from the squeeze?
Oh.
Dang, that's what happens when you get an octopus wrapped around you. Dang.
This is why I don't go swimming.
Yeah, that's the reason why. It's not because you're like a bumble and you don't float. Okay, this one here, people here. Robert E. Howard, Wolf's Head, chilling adventure in the dark worlds of by the creator of Conan again. But anyways, like here, the people from hell, from the satanic depths where lost souls bewail their eternal imprisonment, from the outer reaches of space where the warped laws of a terrifying nature rule the hideous lives of impossible aliens, from the other side of the veil that separates our reality from the supernatural, come these shocking stories from the vivid imagination of a master of fantasy.
I always approve when people use beyond the veil and stuff. I just
Yeah.
like that phrase.
Yet again, by the way, Snake.
Yes. Giant snake, he's got his Conan.
There are a lot of stories, though, by the way, that Robert E. Howard wrote that had nothing to do with fantasy. He had a couple stories that actually were about, like, boxers and stuff like that. A lot of people don't realize that because, Conan,
Right.
most famous character.
Right.
It's
People
like,
are multifaceted and
one
do
of the
more
other
than one
ones-
thing in life.
Yeah. One of the other ones that I thought was really, really good, I didn't bring it down. Pigeons from Hell, that's a good one. A little bit dry at the start. You gotta sit there and get yourself prepared for it, get ready for it, that kind of stuff.
Sounds pretty dry. Sounds pretty dry.
And then we got from the 2000s. This is from the 2000s is when they decided, let's not write a story about Conan,
Okay.
but let's have it set in Hyperia when Conan's around.
Okay.
But it's not going to be about Conan.
Is he going to be there?
Yeah, so
Is he
there was...
going to be walking by?
No.
No.
So, like, here we go.
I don't wanna
Actually, it was
read it.
actually alright. Age of Conan, The Hyborian Adventures. This is... Actually, it's not a bad story. You gotta get all 3 volumes to really appreciate it, though. But you can find them pretty easily. I mean, they're cheap, but it's like, okay. This one here is Age of Conan, Hyborian Adventures. Anok, the heretic of Stygia. Why is he a heretic? Because he goes against Set. And Set is the snake god of Stygia. So this is volume 1. A Legend is Born, Scion of the Serpent, by J. Stephen York. It's all right.
It's
Now
interesting
initially this book was,
how-
by the way, $7. Dollar General price was $1. I did not pay $1. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
It's a magic number in our house, but sometimes we...
But I'll tell you what, I was actually pleasantly surprised. Anok's pretty badass, for being a Stygian and not a, Sumerian.
Indeed.
So it was all right.
That's what I love about Conan is how it is just kind of has a ripple effect, and there's a whole world
Oh yeah.
and other characters.
Oh, yeah.
And
I didn't
people
even-
keep it alive.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
didn't
what's
even
really
touch
great
on
about.
especially you go through the comics. I mean, oh my goodness, one of the most dramatic tellings in any kind of comics, Conan the Barbarian, when they had the whole span where he first hooked up with Balette, his first real true love, and then she was killed by a winged gorilla demon.
Ugh.
About
In front of him?
50 issues later. No, he was like passed out at the time. But throughout the course of this, she had sat there and said something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing people, that, even death won't keep her from protecting him, blah, blah, blah. So, like, her spirit comes back and blinds the demon while Conan's fighting it, giving him time to recover, to be able to kill an adventure. It was so sad, man. That's right. BC's tender at times. Shut up! Yeah.
I was crying over here. You're allowed to be crying too. That's fine. I just picked up this one randomly. Yes, there's some kind of sexual vampire on the back for no reason. But
Oh, there's a reason.
Illustrated Dracula.
Mm-hmm. That's
This
what's
is
so
Fernando
cool.
the vampire. But
No,
I
but-
also like
Yeah.
that you can get a Conan poster for $3 on the back of this.
No, that's the whole thing. I mean, that's what's so awesome
Where do I
about these
send this
older
to?
ones. I don't know if these still are.
Bud Plant Inc.
No,
Grass
that's-
Valley, California.
But it's like that's how a lot of these artists and stuff actually made their real money was people would order the prints and stuff, and so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. But oh my goodness, yeah. I mean,
Okay, and so to touch on games as part of our games and more,
Yes.
there was only one Conan game
for the NES.
released. Okay.
Now there was more than one release. There was Conan for the Commodore 64.
And what a release. Just kidding.
Oh, what a release it is! Don't look at me like that, Gambit. That's a pretty cool one.
Yes, before I forget, there's too many in this box to show you. It's ridiculous.
There's only 55 in there.
It's crazy. I'm going to butcher this name, BC.
Go on.
I'm going to say that's Kaler Warner.
Kaler Warner.
Kaler.
Kaler. The K.
It probably won't play because we are broadcasting right now. But
What's up?
Just wanted to let you know that on their channel,
Yes.
Kaler Warner,
Yes.
they were showcasing Comic-Con
Oh.
and their time there Saturday night back in
Oh.
September, and
Yeah.
you're in there, and so I have
I
to give a
am?
big shout out to Kaler Warner's YouTube channel. Thank you so much for putting that into. This is Comic-Con
Blonde-haired guy.
Part 3.
Was it a blonde-haired dude?
They're in their full regalia. So
I think I know who it
I
is.
think
You want to know why I think I know who it is? Because I believe there was a dude I was talking with. I didn't ask for his name or anything, but oh boy. Okay, that means it's gonna be the part where I'm joking around with him about the guy that was walking around with the sign that said "free hugs," and I'm saying, "Dude, just walk around behind him with a sign that says, better hugs or deluxe hugs,
Yes.
$3. Guarantee you, people will give you $3 for that deluxe hug."
That's the
man.
clip that they use.
It is?
Yes, that's the guy.
I knew it.
That's the guy.
I knew it.
So thank you so much for showcasing BC's Games and More. It was so great. A-Rob had his little cameo in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yay!
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
I'll have to let them know that.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it's
Cool.
worth a share. We'll share it.
That's cool.
We'll share it on the page there. But it was awesome to find as I was just watching morning videos and stuff. And
How bad is that? I knew exactly what you were talking about too, and it's like, wait,
it was
who?
it was put together in a very fun way. I really enjoyed watching
so did
it.
they like montage it or
It
something?
was, yeah. It was. It's got a whole. There was a whole production to it, so
So like
they worked really hard.
What they do, like 80s, 90s,
And-
like stuff
and
thrown in
yes,
or something?
Yes, yes.
Tell you what.
There's multiple parts on there because obviously Comic-Con took a long time
Yeah.
to walk through and
Yeah.
experience. So
Unless you Facebook Live it,
He
and then
made-
it's just on the fly and
he
it's
made a
just
couple. He made a couple, but yes, Kaler Warner. Thank you so much. Correct me on the spelling, on the pronunciation of your name. I'm sure I'm doing it wrong, and I apologize, but it was fun to find. Yay!
there. K-A-L-E-R.
Unfortunately, that was the Saturday night that Mrs. A was not there, but special
Which
thanks
is
to
a
A-Rob.
shame because when she was there in the morning, people. brrr.
Special thanks to A-Rob, though, for holding down the fort, helping out BC, and moving that product.
Interesting.
So your favorite, then, of Conan, is it the older paperbacks? Is it Savage Sword? Is it newer comics? You obviously hate the movie.
Well, in all fairness, if you can just ignore the actual mythos that is Conan and watch the movie, it's a good
If you don't know
waste
anything,
of time. It's a good waste of time
Yes,
if
if
you
you
have
don't-
no idea about Conan.
and you just want to watch
because
Arnold
you know,
Schwarzenegger for
come
2
on,
hours.
come on, let's get realistic. The 2 movies that they put out, I mean, come on, let's get realistic here, people. You have Schwarzenegger, the brawny one, and you have the voice of Darth Vader is Tulsa Doom.
True.
Even though it should be Thothamon.
Anyway. But, so
Regardless.
So since you started on Savage
Yes.
Sword when you were 8 years old, that's what you would...
8, 9, 10, somewhere around
That's
there.
what you would... I just had to show another snake, sorry.
Like Conan.
That's what you would go with then if you needed a dose of...
Oh
Conan.
yeah, because
As
you
your
can sit
absolute
there.
favorite.
Yeah, because you can just like pull one out. If you, I read pretty quick. I can read through. Let's see how many pages are in this one.
200 some.
278. Conan the Hero. I can knock this out in
In a night.
what? You've seen me read.
This is actually really pretty.
Oh, which one is
I
it?
wish
Which
some
issue?
of these, you know.
Oh yeah, 155,
imagine-
good issue.
I imagine some of
That's
these
also a
are
good story.
actual original prints somewhere, and we take it out of the plastic.
Oh yeah. You can like order the. Well, you used to be able to order the prints.
Isn't that pretty?
You know, it's like, but I mean, check this out.
You've
I
got
mean,
it in very good condition, by the way.
Yeah. You know, but they, yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a feeling
Here.
there's an 8-year-old around my sphere of being that will not be reading.
See now. Hold on. Now what you're forgetting though is right here. Check this out. You get to page 55. This particular issue, and a lot of the issues do this.
I love that.
It's literally the pinups that these artists would like do.
Yeah, there's the whole picture. It's not. It's just.
There's no story.
It's just
like
the
something
moment
they drew.
that they yes,
Yeah.
which was probably
You know, it's like
potential
yeah,
cover
there
art.
we go with
you
the
know?
morning star. Yeah,
It's
you know,
probably-
I mean, you guys can't see what we're looking at, but it's awesome. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'll show you this one here.
Turn
Why?
the magazine around.
Why? Beer.
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 He's fighting with a beer.
Oh,
Check it out.
Yes,
Fighting with a
it's
beer.
10:30. By the way, we've been talking the night away about Conan.
Talking the night away.
Just to let you guys know, we are going to be working on transferring these over to YouTube. Not that anyone is ever going to want to watch them, but
Oh, people on YouTube.
so that they will
Oh,
be
that's
available
badass.
elsewhere. If you have a gamer, a retro gamer, comic book fan, a geek, a nerd
Yeah, man.
in your life who might enjoy BC's Rywitz,
Here he
but
is.
if they're
Check
not
this out.
on Facebook, we're going to be putting some of these broadcasts over on YouTube
He's
just
on
to
a
make it a little bit easier to
Brontosaurus.
find them and enjoy them. So we will keep you posted on that, and we'll update you on his YouTube channel just so that you can hopefully send links to the people that you know who
I
are
always
against
wanted to
Facebook.
order some of this
Who
stuff
are not on
too.
Facebook.
I never did, you know, but like the Year of the Unicorn
It's
T-shirts
too
for the
late
Savages.
It's
Yeah,
too late.
man.
Daughters of the Disc.
Return it to its home.
We're getting our oils on it. Ah!
My hands are oil free.
Oil free, booger free. Very good. So none of these are for sale.
These are not for sale.
Not for sale.
Wait.
If you
Oh,
find-
no, that's in
if-
the other box.
If you find a duplicate,
No, I was gonna say the other box. I
if
was
you
going
really
through it.
need one of these novels, definitely drop BC a line and see if you can.
I might
see
have
if
one
you can-
extra. I mean, you saw I had a couple extras here, and I didn't even realize I grabbed doubles.
Exactly.
Why? Because I got so many of them, I don't even know which ones are doubles until I'm like, oh wait, that's the same exact book. Oops. But, you know,
Again,
it's
Black
packaged.
Friday, holidays. If there's someone who needs
Wait.
a copy of one of these
Wait.
books, comment
Wait.
below.
I
Ask
need
BC for help.
Wait.
Help the BC.
Wait. I always like to do a special deal of the week, and we didn't do one. So what we need to do is I need you to reach over
Oh,
that box right there.
right here.
Yes, that box.
This box right here.
Yes. For those of you who might be interested, we have a Sony PlayStation analog controller. Please hold. A special Sony power pack to be able to plug it into your wall. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, and oh.
You didn't
What-
know?
What's
Fresh.
this? Oh, it's the PS1 with the monitor? What?
Indeed.
What?
Only plays PS1 games.
PlayStation 1. That's right, PlayStation 1. A lot of good games from the PlayStation 1. I'll be the first one to admit this. I was not a PlayStation fan,
Deal of the week.
but there actually are a lot of good games on it. I've been playing with this bad boy. I was playing Namco Museum number 3 the other day. And Miss A was, what's that? I thought that
What
was...
are you doing?
I'm just playing a little...
Shut up, Owen! You ain't ruining this for me!
You ain't ruining this for me! But, you know, we have that. Grab the other box. That
This
there.
one?
You have to lift it up.
Lord,
Yeah, you have to lift that up.
what is happening?
Easy. I have a few PlayStation 1 games here. That by itself, The monitor on that usually goes for about $80. I will do the whole system there for $80. That's your Black Friday deal. Now you want a super Black Friday deal. Let's see, how many games do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, that's one game.
5,
That's 2 discs.
6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
About 29.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, there's 29 games here. If you want to buy everything, sight unseen, not even looking at what the games are. And because I see Area 51 here, I will throw in a light gun, which means you will have to hook that little unit up. Oh yeah, patriotic pinball. Get it with it. This is actually the one that a lot of people really enjoyed, though.
City. I love Sin City.
Well, here we go, like right here. Twisted Metal. I got it marked at $12 there. Tell you what, you want to buy the whole box plus that. We'll do that $225.
There you go.
29 games plus that $225.
And a light gun.
And a light gun.
There you go.
Because you need a light gun to be able to play Area 51, play it the right way.
Exactly.
Hey.
Awesome deal. Awesome deal.
Yeah, especially because there's a couple games in there that are worth like anywhere from $15 to $20. That one doesn't go in there.
All right, I'm just setting it there for a moment.
I'm just making sure you know. By the way, Miss A, Vivacious one.
It's a Snickers bar.
What did you think of
It's a
the
Snickers bar.
hazelnuts?
It's a Snickers bar.
You didn't?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I have a horrible time with, ketchup, catsup, Pepsi, Coke, peanut, hazelnut.
Pepsi and Coke. You can't tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke. Do
so-
not start with me.
Wasn't there something else? What did we have tonight? There was something else. I don't know. There was something that we had tonight that you mentioned. I mean, sometimes I can tell Sprite from 7-Up because of the bubbles, but
I think Sprite is
there
easier.
there are a lot of things that it's just it just is what it is to me. And a Snickers hazelnut is just a Snickers bar to me. Sorry Snickers. Thanks for sponsoring.
Sorry, hazelnuts.
Sorry, hazelnuts. Sorry.
You know what I think I'm
I'm
going
not
to
a
do?
Nutella person either. I don't get Nutella.
I've beaten it before, but perhaps I will do that. Since I forgot, I left the game in the other room. That's all there is to it. It has to be over there. Perhaps I should videotape me beating, like I did with
Conan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Conan, The Mystery of Time.
Oh,
Maybe I'll do
yes.
that.
That would be fun. It'd be a fun way to wrap up Black Friday week here. Conan
Well, I don't know if
style.
I'm going to have time because,
Reasons.
BC's got to go to work tomorrow. And then I got to go to work an hour
Don't-
early on Thanksgiving.
Don't get the line that I know you wanna.
Then I got to go to work an hour early on Black
Don't.
Friday. Then I got to go to work on
Oh,
Saturday.
it's too late in the evening. All right. You gotta work a lot. Yeah, all right. We get it. Okay. Sometime next year, BC will play a game of Conan for you.
You know what we got to find? The entire cartoon series of Conan.
True.
Actually, there was 2 different series.
True.
You had Conan the Adventurer. What was the other one?
I have no idea.
I can remember the song for Conan the Adventurer.
Please don't. Please.
Conan the Adventurer.
Oh yeah, that must have been on when I was little. I do remember hearing.
Conan.
Man of Bravery.
Yes. The mightiest of warriors
Powerful.
is he.
Yes. Oh,
And they
gosh.
called Thothamon Rathamon.
Huh?
So even the cartoon
so-
messed it up, man.
It's okay.
Why? Well, how hard is it to say
Ask
thought?
Why now?
T-H-O...
Why? It's very.
Why? But why do you have to be wrath? I mean, Thoth. Wrath. Thoth. Thothamon.
I don't know.
The wizard of the black ring.
Have some more grog. It'll be okay.
It's not going to be okay, people.
Again, thanks for joining us this evening in our travel through.
I can't even drink now. I'm so upset
Samaria.
about that. You know what?
I'm going to have to console BC here.
Mind your hand over this way,
Oh, thank Thank you so much, guys, for joining us here in the studio. BC's Games and More. Again, give the Facebook page a like, give it a share to the retro gamer, nerd, geek,
What is on
comic
the bottom
book
of my
lover
shoe?
in your life. We'll keep you posted
Christ.
on the YouTube page in development. If you needed any of these, even though BC says he won't sell them, drop a comment. I'll buy you another one.
Woman!
I will.
By the scales of set, how dare thee?
Also, comment your favorite Conan curse in the comments
Oh
below.
my goodness, one of my personal favorites, by the way, has to be by Hunaman Stones. Hunaman is the ape god. Crap. Which country?
We gotta wrap it up.
Zambula, I believe. I might be off on that. I can't
I'll have to check the map.
Zamora?
We should have hung the map up here. You could have given me a dissertation.
Oh, wait. There is something for sale. Where did I put it? It's in that box over there. I am not getting it out of the box. I have a Conan board game.
Oh yeah, Lord.
Oh, it's in that box right there. I'm
Yes,
not moving
no,
the boxes
it's
on
fine.
top
It's
of it
almost
to
11
get
o'clock.
to it.
No one cares. Okay, yes. Well, we'll
They
take a
do
picture. There should be
care.
a picture of it on the...
There's a picture on the
Yes,
on
it
the
has
Facebook
the map in
page.
there. That's where
No,
the...
there is no.
Oh, there is no map.
No.
That's why no one bought it.
No. There's a map. There's no. There's no actual play field.
True.
In the last play field that was on eBay, the dude's trying to sell like, yeah, I want $195. And when I read it, oh, it's a photocopy. So it's like 8 photocopies of the map, not the actual map. So mine does not have the map. The only other thing it's missing is one die. But you can pick up the die for like 39 cents from
Sure.
one of the game stores.
Yeah.
But I actually have never been used.
If it,
Ooh.
we'll check the page. If
Ooh,
it's not on
that's
there,
good stuff,
we'll
man.
post a picture as a
good
follow-up
stuff.
to our broadcast tonight. So, thank you so much, everybody. Again,
We'll
BC's Games and More.
That's going for
I have
well
no idea
over
what's going
$100.
on next week, and we're not even going to talk about it. We're just going to do a free-for-all next week.
You want to do a free for all?
Total free-for-all.
Perhaps.
So.
Next week will be our karaoke episode.
Oh, God.
I wish I had a Jenny light.
Stop. Okay, I'm turning this off.
Where can I find a beer like that?
And then I'll have to do the dramatic.
Whoa. Extreme. Wait, hold on. Extreme close up.
Okay.
Okay, that was ridiculous, people.
Sorry.
I apologize for that. Anyways, thank you though for joining
We
us.
should be getting ready for Friday. What are we doing broadcasting, BC?
Oh, Black Friday. That must have been from the ever lovely Miss Judy.
Don't
Oh,
worry. Don't
you're-
worry. It's all good. It's
Oh,
all
you're
good.
such a card. Oh, you.
Oh.
But anyways, thank you for joining us for BC's Games and More. Miss A, the ever vivacious one, and BC as well. I appreciate you all joining us. I know this is ridiculously long.
It is.
And, you know, we went crazy with this.
True.
We could have done, literally, this could be a Facebook Live, you know, like, literally, hey, how about we both take the day off? And
I'm not
we'll
sitting here
just
that long.
Talk for...
Grog yourself to sleep there, BC. We'll talk. We'll catch everybody later.
Have you seen me drink before?
Toast. Prost.
Drink.
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 That is
Drink.
almost empty. It's ridiculous. Good night, Crom. I
Okay,
mean,
so
Conan.
It's no. You can say goodnight to Crom. He's the god of
Oh,
Conan.
good night, Crom. Well, we'll catch
Bye,
you guys
Crom.
later.
And take a pull on the hell horn for me if you get there before.
Aww.